Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll dive into Never Lie, Love Story. A young man named Liam lived in a beautiful small town between rolling hills and a calm river. Liam was known for his kind heart and gentle nature, always ready to help anyone in need. His life was simple, revolving around his job at the local bookstore and his love for writing poetry. He believed in the power of truth and honesty, values instilled in him by his parents. One crisp autumn morning, Liam was arranging books on the shelves when he noticed a new customer enter the store. She was a beautiful young woman with long, flowing hair and eyes that sparkled with curiosity. Her name was Sahar. She had recently moved to the town to start a new life, leaving behind a past she rarely spoke of. Sahar was drawn to the poetry section, where Liam spent most of his time. They struck up a conversation about their favorite poets and quickly discovered a shared love for words and stories. As days turned into weeks, their bond grew stronger. They spent countless hours together, exploring the town, sharing their dreams, and confiding in each other. Liam felt an instant connection with Sahar. He admired her intelligence, her wit, and the way her eyes lit up when she talked about her passions. He found himself looking forward to her visits, his heart skipping a beat whenever she walked through the door. Sahar, too, felt a growing fondness for Liam. His kindness and sincerity made her feel safe, something she had not felt in a long time. Despite their deep connection, there was a part of Sahar's life she kept hidden. She had fled an abusive relationship, and the fear of being found still haunted her. To protect herself, she had changed her name and created a new identity. The only person who knew her true story was her best friend, Lily, who had helped her escape. Sahar's fear of losing Liam made her hesitant to reveal the truth. She worried that he would see her differently or that her past would catch up with her and ruin their happiness. So, she continued to live with the secret, hoping that one day she would find the courage to tell him. Meanwhile, Liam's love for Sahar grew deeper. He admired her strength and resilience, and he couldn't imagine his life without her. They talked about their future together, dreaming of a life filled with love and honesty. But Sahar's secret weighed heavily on her heart, and she knew that their relationship was built on a foundation of lies. One night, as they sat on the porch of Liam's house, gazing at the stars, Sahar felt the weight of her secret more than ever. The guilt gnawed at her, and she wondered how long she could keep up the facade. She knew she had to tell Liam the truth, but the fear of his reaction paralyzed her. "Liam," she began hesitantly, "there's something I need to tell you." Liam turned to her, his eyes filled with concern. "What is it, Sahar?" She took a deep breath, but the words caught in her throat. I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. You've made me so happy." Liam smiled and kissed her forehead. "I feel the same way, Sahar. You've brought so much joy into my life." Sahar nodded, but the guilt remained. She knew that the longer she waited, the harder it would be to tell him the truth. One evening, as they sat by the river, Sahar decided it was time to tell Liam the truth. Her heart pounded in her chest as she took a deep breath and began to speak. "Liam, there's something I need to tell you," she said, her voice trembling. "I've been keeping a secret from you, and it's time you know the truth." Liam looked at her with concern, taking her hand in his. "Sahar, you can tell me anything. I'm here for you, no matter what." Sahar told him everything about her abusive ex-boyfriend, her escape, and the new identity she had created. Tears streamed down her face as she spoke, the weight of her secret finally lifted. Liam listened intently, his heart breaking for the pain she had endured. When she finished, he pulled her into a tight embrace. "Sahar, thank you for trusting me with your story," he said softly. "I love you even more for your courage and strength. We will face this together, and I will protect you no matter what." Sahar felt a surge of relief and gratitude. For the first time in a long time, she felt truly safe. Their relationship grew stronger after Sahar's revelation. They became inseparable, supporting each other through every challenge. However, the peace they had found was soon threatened. One day, Sahar received a message from Lily, warning her that her ex-boyfriend, Mark, had found out where she was living. Fear gripped her heart as she realized that their past was catching up with them. Liam refused to let fear dictate their lives. He contacted the authorities and made sure that Sahar was safe. They took precautions, installing security measures and staying vigilant. But the tension took its toll on both of them. Despite the looming threat, their love never wavered. They found strength in each other, facing each day with renewed determination. Sahar's past had brought them closer, and they knew that their love was worth fighting for. Liam's support was unwavering. He attended every meeting with the authorities, ensuring that Sahar's case was taken seriously. He spent hours researching ways to protect her, consulting with security experts and installing cameras around their home. Sahar, on the other hand, focused on healing. She started seeing a therapist who specialized in trauma and abuse. The sessions were difficult, but they helped her confront her past and begin the process of healing. Liam attended some sessions with her, offering his support and learning how to help her through the healing process. Their friends and family rallied around them, offering support and encouragement. Sahar was touched by the outpouring of love and support, and it gave her the strength to keep going. One day, as they were walking through the park, Sahar turned to Liam and said, "I don't know how I could have gotten through this without you. You've been my rock." Liam smiled and squeezed her hand. "We'll get through this together, Sahar. I promise." One evening, as the sun set over the town, Mark showed up at the bookstore. His presence sent a wave of fear through Sahar, but she stood her ground, knowing that she was no longer alone. Liam confronted Mark, his voice steady and filled with resolve. "You have no place here, Mark. Sahar is safe, and she will never go back to you." Mark sneered, but he saw the determination in Liam's eyes and the support Sahar had. He realized that he had lost his hold on her. The police arrived, and Mark was taken away, ensuring that he could no longer harm Sahar. With Mark out of their lives, Sahar and Liam could finally breathe freely. They focused on healing and building a future together. Sahar sought therapy to help her overcome the trauma of her past, and Liam was by her side every step of the way. Their love grew even stronger as they navigated the challenges together. They learned the importance of communication and honesty, and their bond became unbreakable. With Mark out of their lives, Sahar and Liam could finally breathe freely. They focused on healing and building a future together. Sahar sought therapy to help her overcome the trauma of her past, and Liam was by her side every step of the way. Their love grew even stronger as they navigated the challenges together. They learned the importance of communication and honesty, and their bond became unbreakable. Sahar's therapy sessions were intense, but they helped her confront her past and begin the healing process. She learned to trust again, and she began to see herself as a survivor rather than a victim. Liam was a constant source of support. He attended therapy sessions with her, learning how to help her through the healing process. He was patient and understanding, always ready to listen and offer a shoulder to cry on. Their friends and family continued to offer support and encouragement. They were touched by the outpouring of love and support, and it gave them the strength to keep going. One day, as they were walking through the park, Sahar turned to Liam and said, "I don't know how I could have gotten through this without you. You've been my rock." Liam smiled and squeezed her hand. "We'll get through this together, Sahar. I promise." A year passed, and Sahar and Liam decided to take the next step in their relationship. They moved into a cozy cottage by the river, where they had shared so many precious moments. Their love had weathered the storm, and they were ready to start a new chapter together. On a beautiful spring day, surrounded by friends and family, they exchanged vows. Tears of joy filled their eyes as they promised to love and cherish each other for the rest of their lives. "To never lie," Liam whispered as he slipped the ring onto Sahar's finger. Sahar smiled, her heart full of love and gratitude. "To always be honest," she replied, sealing their promise with a kiss. Their journey had been filled with challenges and pain, but it had also brought them closer than ever. They had learned that love could conquer all and that the truth, no matter how difficult, was the foundation of a lasting relationship. As they walked hand in hand into their future, Sahar and Liam knew that they could face anything together. Their love story was a testament to the power of honesty and the unbreakable bond they had forged. Years passed, and Sahar and Liam built a beautiful life together. They had children, whom they raised with the same values of honesty and love that had brought them together. Their home was filled with laughter, warmth, and the joy of a love that had overcome all obstacles. Sahar continued to write, sharing her story to inspire others to embrace the truth and never let fear dictate their lives. Liam supported her every step of the way, proud of the woman she had become. Their love story became a legend in their small town, a reminder that love and truth could conquer all. Sahar and Liam's journey had taught them that no matter how dark the past, a future built on honesty and love was always possible. Sahar's writing career flourished, and she published a memoir detailing her journey from darkness to light. Her book became a bestseller, touching the hearts of readers around the world. She traveled to speak at events, sharing her story and encouraging others to embrace the power of truth. Liam continued to manage the bookstore, which had become a beloved community hub. He organized poetry readings, book clubs, and events that brought people together. The bookstore became a place of healing and inspiration, much like the love that had blossomed there. Their children grew up in an environment filled with love, honesty, and support. Sahar and Liam instilled in them the values they held dear, teaching them the importance of truth and the strength that comes from being true to oneself. As the years went by, Sahar and Liam celebrated many milestones together. They watched their children grow, celebrated their successes, and faced challenges with unwavering support for each other. Their love remained strong, a beacon of hope and truth in a world that often needed it the most. In their golden years, Sahar and Liam looked back on their journey with gratitude. They had built a life filled with love, honesty, and the joy of being true to themselves and each other. Their story had inspired countless others to embrace the power of truth and to never let fear stand in the way of love. One evening, as they sat on the porch of their cottage, watching the sunset, Liam turned to Sahar and took her hand. "We've come a long way, haven't we?" he said, his voice filled with emotion. Sahar nodded, her eyes filled with tears of happiness. "Yes, we have. And I wouldn't change a thing. Our journey has made us who we are, and our love has been worth every challenge." Liam smiled and kissed her hand. "To never lie," he whispered. "To always be honest," Sahar replied, sealing their promise once more. And so, they lived happily ever after, knowing that their love was a beacon of hope and truth in a world that often needed it the most. Their story was a testament to the power of honesty, the strength of love, and the unbreakable bond that had brought them together. As the stars twinkled above, Sahar and Liam sat together, hand in hand, knowing that their love story would continue to inspire others for generations to come. They had found their happily ever after, built on a foundation of truth, love, and the promise to never lie. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my channel.